What's up, guys? My name's Adam Gusky, and you're listening to the Mad Awareness Podcast. Welcome to the show, guys. If you're watching this the day it comes out, happy Labor Day. Hope you had a great weekend, spent some time with family, friends. Maybe got on the wrestling mats, who knows? But today we're joined by the one and only Gas Tank Gary. My first podcast episode ever was with him, but it was just him reading questions. That's actually why I started the podcast, because he sent me voice recordings of some written questions. But now we got him live on the show. We got a nice, real quick, short, 10 to 15 minute interview. He talks about, training at a car dealership, just Gas Tank Gary stuff. So with no further ado, we will get this rolling. But please make sure you're subscribed if you're watching this on YouTube or listening to this on Apple Podcasts or Spotify. I'd appreciate that a lot. Thanks, guys, and let's get it rolling. All right, we're here with the man, the myth, the legend, Gas Tank Gary. How are you doing today, Gary?
I'm doing good.
Good stuff. So let's get right into it. We got 5 questions for you today. First, just what has the preseason been like this year?
It's kind of weird because there really hasn't really been one. So, our coach Ryan's keeping in contact with us. Trying to get us wrestling wherever we can wrestle. Obviously he can't be there, but just we've been going to high school rooms, just rooms around the state that are open. But we're not allowed at Ohio State or back into the room or anything yet. So it's been kind of weird. But just trying to find places to work out. It's a little bit harder than expected, because not everywhere is open and not everywhere is letting people in, and you got to kind of piece together practices, and it's a lot less structured to where you might not be working out every day, so you got to find something else to supplement. So it's definitely been weird, but yeah.
So, has school started for you yet?
Yeah, so all my classes are online anyway, but I know
Okay.
people are going back in in-person classes and stuff like that, but all mine happen to be online.
Okay. Yeah, my sister, she's a senior at Madison, and she was telling me one of her classes, you have to have 4 seats in between people or something. So it's super weird.
It's crazy.
So, yeah.
The only time I've been on campus was to go pick up they gave us a care package with masks and hand sanitizer and a little package to keep you safe and stuff like that. But it's a little bit frustrating because you got schools Pitt is back wrestling, Michigan's back wrestling, Iowa's been in the room, so it's you feel like these guys are getting a little bit of a head start on you, so it's a little bit frustrating. But
So they're back in their room, full on everything.
I don't know if it's full on, but they're definitely practicing. So I mean,
Yeah.
I'm trying to get try to get us in there and rolling.
So according to the NCAA or Ohio State or whatever the legislation is, can you guys have meetings with the team or anything in person?
I don't think so right now, but we've been doing Zoom calls and stuff like that. A lot of those.
Yeah. Dang. Well,
Yeah.
so have you just been going to a ton of high schools or training centers wherever?
Yeah. Wherever you can find a mat, basically. So it's been crazy.
Okay, good stuff. So my next question is, who's your favorite training partner? I guess what you just said might, ruin that
Yeah.
question, but who have you been training with?
So I got to roll around a couple times, early in the quarantine and stuff. I've been wrestling Spatola down in Kentucky, so I got to wrestle around with Mason Paris. And I mean, out of all the people I've wrestled, obviously he's the most, he's the highest level. So he's probably my best training partner. So I was trying to get in the room with him as much as I could at the beginning, but he obviously went back up to Michigan, so it's been a little bit tougher now. But I mean, hey, you got to train with the best, and he's up there. So
Yeah. So how was it in Kentucky?
it was pretty good. We got at the beginning of the quarantine, obviously you could only have 4 people in there at a time. So it'd be me, Mason, Cleary, and then a couple like Illinois kids coming in, Sizemore, all those guys. But towards the once it started to loosen up, we got like a lot more people in there, so you got a lot more bodies. So I got to wrestle, some returning D3 national champs and stuff like that. So
Who was that?
oh man, I'm blanking on his name. It was
Or you know what school?
he's the heavyweight for Lindsey Wilson.
Oh, Lindsey Wilson. Okay. I know who you're talking about.
Yeah.
That dude's jacked.
Yeah, he's a beast. I'm blanking on his name, man. It's going to kill me.
I'm blanking on his name too now, but he was like the first person I did an article for on Mad Awareness, so that's awesome.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that guy's a beast.
Yeah, he's a freak. He's a tank.
So I forget. Did you wrestle Paris last year?
No. Lucky for him.
Okay.
I didn't wrestle him last year, but it was fun getting to train with him over the summer. Definitely.
Yeah, I bet that's awesome. So what's your favorite memory from training over the summer?
I think like one of the coolest things is like just getting to wrestle in places that you never would have thought of. So like I wrestled in Western Brown with a couple kids, and like we literally wrestled. I was out in like the middle of like a cornfield. There was chickens coming in and out of the room, and it was just this warehouse, and I just wrestled in there. And then I wrestled at like a car dealership, and they had just happened to have a room with a mat in it. So it's like just getting to see kind of, and like I like going to like the different high schools like around Cincinnati. So I've been getting to go to like like the Molars and stuff like that, places where I never really wrestled before. So like getting to see everybody else's room, and I'm like, dang, if our high school had this room, we would have been so. So that's been a really cool thing for me, just getting to see everybody else's room and like train in goofy places and stuff like that.
Yeah.
It's been really sweet.
For sure. Dude, they call you Gas Tank Gary. People are going to be talking about how you trained in a car dealership. That's badass.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
That's funny. Good stuff. Okay. Out of all your losses last year, who are you most looking forward to beating this season?
I would say probably Hilger, just because, at Big Tens, I lost 1-0. So I lost 1-0 at Big Tens, had him in a Merkel. I would have called it 2. Obviously they didn't. But, yeah, probably Hilger, just because I feel like that would have been like, obviously it would have put me in the third and fourth place match at Big Tens. And I just the fact that I felt like I had him. Yeah, that was a tough one to lose, but yeah, probably Hilger.
Dude, Hilger is a beast. Last summer,
Yeah.
So I haven't wrestled any other D1 heavyweights, but our heavyweight last year in D3, man, this guy's like 270 pounds and has a six-pack, so he's pretty jacked, dude. But I did a camp with Hilger last summer. I didn't do the camp. I was just the dummy for him. But that dude, he throws legs in, and he is one of like the strongest guys I've ever wrestled.
Oh yeah,
that dude's tough. But yeah, I'm looking forward to that rematch.
Leading up to that Wisconsin match, I was like, Singletary's pretty tough with legs. He's pretty good on top, but he's obviously not as big as Hilger was. So I was like, okay, like I didn't, I'm getting Chase's legs out. Okay, I'm doing a little bit better. And then Hilger threw those big old meat slabs in, and I was like, oh, dang, it's a little bit different when he's a little bit bigger than you. But
yeah, how much are you weighing right now?
Oh man, I'm probably weighing about 245 on a good day. If I had a light breakfast. But yeah, 245. So that's what I'll tell you. Yeah.
Are you trying to get heavier?
No, I like right now. I feel like so the highest that I've weighed during the quarantine stuff was probably like 150, and
250.
Or not 250. Yeah, my bad. Yeah, I wish. Yeah, 250. But I'm trying to get to like 230, 235, and because that's where I was kind of last season. That's where I feel like I'm better there, and I'm not like too chubby and stuff like that. So I feel pretty good there. So I'm trying to probably stay around 205.
So you like being lighter and kind of having the conditioning on them and speed, that kind of stuff?
Yeah, well, because for some reason, whenever I put on weight, it all goes straight to my belly. So, so starts looking a little,
you got to look good for the ladies, right?
Yeah, I know, I know.
So, there's this new guy here in town, Orndorff. Have you been able to get your hands on him yet?
Yeah, I got to wrestle him a little bit the other day, at a practice, which was pretty cool. Just just getting to wrestle him, talk to him. Super nice dude, so that's always good, So
Yeah, makes it less awkward and stuff,
yeah,
for sure.
yeah, he's really nice.
All right, I got two more questions for you. They're short ones. First, I saw a picture on Twitter of him the other day. How is Mr. Traub doing?
He's good. He's good. He's excited to go back to school. He put on his little his quarantine fit and so I was like, we got to get him some bigger gloves. But yeah, he's doing good. His tomatoes are coming in good. He couldn't be happy. I had to go over and he got mad at me actually because I usually come down and cut his grass every once in a while, and I hadn't cut his grass for like a month, so it's like knee high. And apparently
Okay,
he's above cutting his own grass, so he makes me do it. But
that's
I drove
funny.
down, had to cut it. It was like a jungle, so
How far is he from you?
it's only like an hour and a half.
Okay.
So
So
it's not too bad.
is he just growing tomatoes?
But that seems to be the only thing coming in. He said he had strawberries, but all the times I've been over there, I haven't seen him. So
Dude, strawberries are tough. Cut him
yeah,
some
the
slack.
tomatoes are the only thing that's working for him. So
Okay, good stuff. Um, man, awesome. I love hearing about Mr. Traub. Whenever I see a picture of that guy, it makes me smile. So tell him I say hi. I would be
I
honored.
will. I will.
Appreciate that. Last question is, man, where can I get my hands on a Gas Tank Gary shirt?
Man, I owe a couple people some Gas St. Gary shirts, man. Uh, my dad's he's been slacking. He's the one that usually gets them. Because I owe a couple people some shirts, and I've been slacking myself.
Sorry, I think we're cutting out a little bit there.
Oh,
Can you repeat that?
yeah, my bad. I was saying my dad's been slacking on getting the shirts. I owe a couple people some shirts. They've been waiting for me, so I got to get on them, get them giving the shirts out again. But
All
I'll
right.
put in a good word for you for sure.
All right. Good stuff. Good stuff.
He
That's
just
all I
called
got.
me. He's right there. Yeah, he just called me. Speak of the devil.
That's funny. Man, I wish we could get him in this call. That would be legendary.
Yeah.
All right. Well,
But
is there anything you want to leave the people with before we sign off?
go Bucks, baby, always.
Go Bucks. Good stuff. And that's it for today, guys. Have a great rest of your week. Shout out to Gary for coming on the podcast. Love talking to that guy. He's hilarious. Also, shout out to you for tuning in. I appreciate that a lot. Also, I obviously do this for free. It's a passion of mine. So I love doing it, but I would really appreciate it if you enjoyed the podcast too, to share it on your Facebook or Instagram, or just share it with a friend that loves wrestling as much as you do. I would appreciate that a lot. It's the only way to grow the show. Also, if you want a t-shirt and you want to support the podcast, you can find a Mad Awareness t-shirt in like 5 different colors on tdpclothing.com. That's tdpclothing.com. Otherwise, I'd love to see some reviews come in on Apple Podcasts. Haven't got one in a while, and that stuff helps the algorithm a lot for people looking to find a good wrestling podcast. If you think this is good, of course. But other than that, have a great rest of your week. Thanks for tuning in. Go share this podcast with a friend. Go buy a shirt. Make sure you subscribe. Leave a review. Go learn how to get out from legs, get out from bottom. Go do some sprints. That's all I got for you. See ya!